Hello and welcome back to Invincible Asia. I'm George Clark and today I check out the German DVD release of Fist of Unicorn from Cargo Movies. Don't forget folks, before we go any further, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, ring the bell and all that jibber jabber, and thank you very much for supporting Invincible Asia. Now, after spending ages and ages and ages going through Severin Films' release of the Game of Clones, the Bruceploitation Collection, Volume 1, I pretty much wanted to start watching a lot more of my Bruceploitation movies. So I checked through my Cargo Movies collection. I've still quite a few to get through there, and there's a number of Bruceploitation movies that I will eventually start to share with you. But the one that caught my eye was this, Bruce Lee und Ich, which I thought was Bruce Lee and I, the movie Bruce Lee and I, but it turns out that it's not, because this, in fact, is Fist of Unicorn. Now, I had a look through my collection here, and right behind me, under the red O, I find Fist of Unicorn, the Soul Blade UK release, which I don't believe I have ever watched, if I'm going to be perfectly honest. Maybe it'll jog my memory when I put it on, but I don't believe I've ever seen this. Starring Little Unicorn, of course, action directed by Bruce Lee to a point, but definitely a Bruceploitation flick in some regards. Yasuaki Kurata's there, Wang and Sik, you've got Mars, Meng Hoi, Wei Ping Ao, and even a young Jackie Chan. So you can see a young Jackie Chan up here, and you can also see a young Jackie Chan down here. So that's going to be interesting to check out. Totally didn't know that he was in there. But anyway, looking forward to getting it, and I'm going to put it up against this whenever it comes down to it, of course, because I haven't watched either. So who knows? But yes, the Cargo Movies release of Fist of Unicorn. I love the artwork, I have to say. Very Dragon Lee looking. This guy on the front, this Bruce Lee on the front, is very, very much like Dragon Lee there. But yeah, it's a pretty cool cover. I love that artwork very much, much more than I do this one. I think this is quite generic when it comes to it, but this makes it a wee bit more exciting. In terms of what's involved, what do we got? We have German and English language options, which is fantastic. 89 minutes uncut. This one is 90 minutes. Okay, so maybe they are the same, sorry. We've got a trailer, we've got the film premiere video, it seems, and a photo gallery in terms of extras. With the UK release, there's digitally remastered, a widescreen version, Mandarin dubbed with embedded subtitles version with remastered subtitles. Oh, now I'm getting more excited about this one. I should be focusing on this one. Original theatrical trailer, Soul Blade trailer, history behind Fist of Unicorn widescreen presentation. Okay, so definitely a lot more going on the Soul Blade one there. This is limited though to 500 in its collection, and this is number 434 here, as you can see down the bottom. Inside we've just got the disc, as with many of these single DVD releases from Cargo, and there is a reversible cover, but as with most German releases here, all we are losing is the rating on this side, as you can see. So I will flip that round and keep it, because it is a fantastic cover. Actually, I really dig that. Very nice indeed. Okay, not much more to share with you there. This video will be nice and quick for you, which I'm sure you're glad of. I'm going to go though, watch this, put it up against this, and come right back to let you know what I think. So just back after checking out the German DVD release of Fist of Unicorn, aka the Unicorn Palm. A first time watch for me, and both versions actually had a lot of pros and cons, let's just say. So the Fist of the Unicorn itself from Soul Blade, It actually states on the back there that it runs for 90 minutes, whereas in fact it runs for 82 minutes. It is presented in letterbox widescreen, which was beautiful, but it's a very rough film print. Now there is a digital enhancement that you can see there, and it does have the burnt in subtitles, but it also gives you the option to pick new subtitles, which allows you to kind of, I suppose, read the grammar correctly, let's just say. It was an interesting piece all over. I watched most of that movie, I would say probably about 45-50 minutes of that before I swapped over to the Cargo Movies edition. That was slightly different. It was a much cleaner print in that it didn't have a lot of the dancing lines and film flickers and dust and speckles like the Soul Blade one did. It did have its English dub, however I noticed that it was slightly cropped, and this could have been to cut off those burnt in subtitles because it was a very similar widescreen edition, but it still looked good. It was low res but decent in terms of its picture quality. The other difference I did notice it was with this, which did run for 89 minutes, had an extra 9 minutes of an opening that was quite different to what started here on the Soul Blade edition. So it lets you see why Unicorn Chan is out for revenge, what happened to his family, the killer that he is after. There's a lot more going on within those 9 minutes. So it was quite different from the get-go. Now there was the odd wee flicker of film of Bruce Lee popping in as if it was him talking to Unicorn Chan. Absolutely ridiculous. I mean, so far-fetched. It actually made me laugh, and I thought, was there a mistake in the print? But no, this was him trying to cut Bruce Lee into it, I suppose. Then you get certain bits of footage with Bruce Lee choreographing the action in part of that 9 minutes of opening there. Very, very interesting piece. In terms of the extra features, mind you, so you have your German language option, your English language option, and then you can go into your extra features. You have the German trailer, which was very grindhouse but widescreen and very cool to watch. Ran for just over 3 minutes in length. Then you have your original Cantonese trailer, which is quite low res, not as grindhouse, and delivered in widescreen. It ran for just over 4 minutes. Then you have footage of the premiere. Now this is quite whitewashed or bleached, so it's hard to really pick out. It's footage we've seen 100 times in every Bruce Lee documentary. It's just over a minute in length, and it's him, it's Bruce Lee and Unicorn Chan, and Bruce signing in the guest book, I guess, of this premiere of the movie. The movie itself was just okay. It wasn't anything spectacular. It was an entertaining kung fu flick, but it wasn't anything out of the ordinary. So you have the premiere of the footage, just over a minute in length. Then you have a pretty cool photo gallery. There's a lot of great lobby cards showing up here and other things. That ran for just over 2 minutes in length. And then you have about 15 minutes of trailers, which is pretty cool. When you go into that trailer collection, you've got trailers for Hapkido, The Double Crossers, A Queen's Ransom, Slaughter in San Francisco, Kung Fu with Chris Mitchum, Shanghai 13, One Arm Boxer, Mad Fighters with Barry Prima. There's so many trailers to watch within this collection, which is pretty cool to see. I mean, overall, I would say it's a fair game between the two of them. I certainly won't be getting rid of either of them because having the widescreen subtitled version in its original language is absolutely a bonus. But having that English dub with the 9 extra minutes of footage and some other extra features on there is absolutely well worth having also. Plus, I love this artwork so much. But anyway, I do quite like it, and I am glad that it's in my collection. So if you're a fan of the movie and you want something a wee bit different with extra footage, this is well worth picking up. Out now from Cargo Movies. So thank you once again for watching another video here on Invincible Asia. Don't forget you can check out hundreds of others here on the channel. You can also show your continued support by heading over to my new merch store or by checking out invincibleasia.com, where you can read my full movie reviews and follow me on Instagram at Invincible Asia. Until next time though, enjoy your Kung Fu and I will see you soon.